So, one of the most commonly asked questions amongst my viewers on YouTube is whether I recommend Armed Shark products or BALIPLUS products. Now, I have here with me two good examples of both companies. We have the Glider OG4 by Armed Shark, and we have the Mako V1 by BALIPLUS. Now, I know my viewers tend to only watch the first 30 seconds of my video, but I guarantee that you guys might want to watch to the end to this video, because I have some helpful ideas between the two. So the first one I want to talk about is the Glider V4, OG V4 from Armed Shark. It's an absolutely wonderful knife. It's extremely durable. The colors are really good. This light does not do it too well, but if it's oiled up and it's fresh, it doesn't even have to be out of the box. You can see that mine has some markings because I have dropped it quite a bit, but genuinely this knife, it's pretty good. And I always pick up this one or my purple one. And these are some of the first Balisongs I actually ever had, so they are, I'm not biased to one company, but I would say that the tolerance and durability and overall profiling of this company is done the clones right. They know what they're looking at. One thing is that the pins do fall out after a long time of use, like my purple one, the Zen pins are falling out and I could put some glue or Loctite in them to keep them in place. But overall, tolerance is extremely good on these. So if you're looking for tolerance, a beater up, this is the option for you. So yeah. Moving on, we have the Mako V1 from BALIPLUS. This is personally one of my favorites. I love the sound. It doesn't sound too good from my microphone, I bet, but it's pretty tolerable. The design is pretty good. This is This is sandwich. The tolerance of these are okay. Some of my other BALIPLUS products are falling apart, to say the least, and I have been having to modify them and fix them up, so their tolerance is not as high as Armed Shark, but I think that the flipping feels much better with these than the Armed Shark. Like the profiling and the blade to handle ratio is pretty nice. They're pretty even. The logo is nice. I would say it fits well. They don't put the logo on here, which is concerning because it doesn't show that it's a clone, which is one red flag. You should at least mention that you're a clone if you're a clone company. Zen pins for these do come out from time to time. Like my Kraken, I dropped it on live stream and one of the pins just outright fell out, and so I had to find that. But this one has held up pretty well. This is why I chose this as my example for BALIPLUS, because the pins have not even budged a little bit. They've stayed in. Pretty nice, I must say. In terms of packaging, the Armed Shark comes with all the materials, you know, the basics, the Chinese Loctite, a tiny screwdriver, no, two tiny screwdrivers, one for the Zen pins and one for the actual screws, and same with BALIPLUS. Really, everybody's questioning which one is better, which one has better tolerance, which one should I buy. I have tight budget, I want to get only a certain one, you know. So I'm gonna break down the analytics of that. In terms of price, the Armed Shark is going to be a little more expensive. I paid around 250 RMB for this, but again, really happy with it. And this I paid around 169 RMB for, So a little cheaper, but it has not let me down yet. But for some of my other clones, like the, let me think, the Nautilus has already kind of failed me. I paid like 150 RMB for it, and it's by BALIPLUS, or no, that's the one, never mind. The one I just would not recommend in general because I'm not biased. If you like them, you like them. I'm not for one company. I'm not gonna stand one single company. But all the products I've gotten from it, and that's only one to be fair, have been not so good. The Nautilus, it feels cheap. The plastic feels cheap. Just in general, it doesn't flip too well. It's really light and not that good. But if you like it, you like it. In terms of price, I would definitely go for a BALIPLUS product if you're looking to budget a little bit. There are more expensive varieties of the BALIPLUS if you want like a sharp live blade or like a more well-known type like the Orca. The Orca is like 500 something, 530 RMB if I remember correctly on Taobao. But I haven't gotten one of those yet. I've been saving up for a bit. But this, in terms of price, you're going to be paying a little more, but it's going to be worth it because, in my opinion, tolerance is everything, and it looks pretty nice. It looks really, really clean. Flips extremely well. When it's oiled up, it sounds brand new. It's got that marbly feeling. You can drop it a million times, and it will be your best friend forever. It's never gonna let you down. Depends on the product, but at least the Glider OG V4 or V4, yeah, these have yet to let me down. They have always been the best for me. Maybe that's just me. But in terms of quality, I would also recommend the Arm Shark because the material feels heavy duty and it feels like it's been put together right. You can see on the interior here they actually took care into tiny details. I'm not sure if you can see that too well, but yeah. I feel like they overall spent more time studying about them, whereas some other brands, not BALIPLUS in general, but other brands will just find a clone and then just copy that clone, and then it's a whole, what I call inbreeding process, because they just steal other clones that are really bad and they end up making a horrible monstrosity. But this feels genuinely nice. The quality's good. You're never gonna have that play, or you're never gonna have the blade slap on the inside, whereas the Mako does have it. Let me find the side. You can see here that it does slap on the inside, which is kind of annoying, but it's tolerable. It's not too annoying. I've also modded this one. I've replaced it with the Glider V4 screws because I think that it helps the balance. But yeah, if you want a general big broad topic of whether BALIPLUS or Arm Shark is better, I personally would say Arm Shark because it's better for beginners. But if you want something a little more something that you can flip around that you're confident with and that you won't drop a million times, or you have a soft carpet to flip it over, I recommend BALIPLUS because they have some better designs in my opinion, and they're not as tolerable. But if you're more confident in flipping, then I recommend getting BALIPLUS. But if you're a beginner and just want to beat her up, I recommend the Arm Shark. And really that's all I wanted to talk about. I have some other topics I would like to discuss in later videos. I know this has been quite a long video, but if you want to comment on something or let me know if I said something wrong or you think otherwise, you can always let me know in the comments. And I want to thank you all. I just hit 100,000 views, which is actually mind-boggling to me. We're almost at 450 subs, which is insane. Thank you guys so much, and remember to subscribe. I can see you. I see those 90, was it? I can see those 80% of the viewers that are not subscribed. You better subscribe. Anyway, that's all. See ya.